Hey, Mark Savage here with Savage on Wheels. Today we have a plug-in hybrid. This is a Volvo. Volvos always look pretty sharp, I think, in the nose areas here. They've got something going here. Of course, the big logo.
Big logo, but not the big grill.
Not a huge grill. They call this the Thor's Hammer. It's a T.
The what? The Thor's Hammer.
Hammer headlights.
Okay.
But that's cool. This is the XC90, and it comes in various trims. And this is the top of the line because it's got the plug-in hybrid. So we got our little plug-in thing right here. It's all lit up now. That's nice. So you can at least find it in the dark, so that's good. And I think it's a good-looking vehicle. Very elegant looking. It's kind of quiet inside, and with the plug-in hybrid you get about 36 miles of just electric power. Let's take a look at the back ball, which of course is the power hatch, of course. Boom, here we go. But you know, you were thinking there's not much space behind, but that's not
groceries.
Well, it's groceries, but you can get a few things, a box or two back here.
No golf clubs.
No golf clubs. You know, the nice thing when you put this down, it pulls the headrest down, boom, there that goes. We got a third row seat. In theory, you can get 7 people in here. We had 5 over the weekend, and that was fine. The back seat is really kind of short on leg room, but my 13-year-old grandson, he could get in there, and that was fine. So, again, nice interior, nice and quiet. We'll show you all that in a second. So this is the interior. We got, of course, the big sunroof. Something different here. We've got nice, really handsome gray wool seats. You can either get leather or the wool, which is kind of an interesting thing, and obviously for a colder climate, the wool might be a nice feel. They're all heated front and back. This is what they call the light edition, so the trim outside is chrome, whereas on the other one, on the dark edition, it's a blacked out chrome.
Okay.
So, well, let's take a look at the front too, Paul. So again, the fancy looking seats, I really like that. Of course, everybody seems to be going with a crystal shifter now. Ooh,
I guess that's a thing.
Yeah. Paul and I can't figure out, we don't see any...
no plugins.
No end of plugins. There's one little plug-in inside
for
here.
A micro USB.
Yeah, and no charging for a phone that we can see. And this, I don't know what that's supposed to do. I mean, I don't know what
coins?
Coins? Who has coins? Who has coins anywhere?
Who carries money?
Anyway, yeah, money. 9-inch screen, could be a little bit bigger. It's a vertical screen. I would prefer a horizontal myself, but everybody's got their own little gig, right? Everything's pretty much controlled in here, but you got to be sliding things. Like I can do the map here, and you can slide that all around, which just makes sense. There's your home button, and the heated and cooled seats, or heated, I'm sorry, the no cooled, heated seats, and steering wheel is through that. I've got it on 70, and I can tell you, Paul, I was all the way down to 66, to what you would appreciate, for hot, and it was still hot coming out of there. Not a flat bottom wheel.
Nope.
But, you know, but a nice thick leather wheel. We've got 3 memory buttons over here. We got a fancy Bowers and Wilkins stereo in here. I think that's about a $3,200 add-on. Okay. But we got 19 speakers.
19.
Oh, we had 20.
Yeah,
last time,
they're sloughing off.
26 one other time. So, nonetheless, it's good. Everything is really comfortable. I like the seats. They're nice and grippy. They kind of hold you in. And power, of course, on the side over here. All the bells and whistles. Super quiet interior. And, you know, I would say this feels luxurious when you're in it. So, you know, that's a plus. And when we tell the price in a minute, that'll explain why it's luxurious.
Yeah.
All right. As we said, nice quiet interior. Real well-controlled, smooth ride. I did take this one on a little highway jaunt. Very comfortable for a family to get in and take a long trip if you want. And really good power, even though the engine itself is not huge, but you have the electric power from the plug-in hybrid going up for you. And then all of the Volvo XC90s now have the low-level hybrid assist that is that little electric battery and motor to get it fired up and like take you out of that when you're going really slow or when you're first starting up. So that help give you a little bit better gas mileage. I did get 27 miles per gallon in this thing. mostly on gas power, because the electric power here, I didn't get the right kind of adapter to plug this into my garage. It has a plug-in, but it is for newer systems, and mine is, of course, I've lived with an old ranch home, man. Anyway, it's not the right plug-in. So normally you get that 36 miles per charge when you plug it in for overnight. I think that's fine, and that's what most of the plug-ins are getting these days, is somewhere between 25 and 35 miles per gallon. Handling, you know, it's an SUV. It's a little on the heavy side, but it's easy to handle, and it's certainly nice to have on the highway. So, Paul, I don't even know if I think I mentioned a little bit about power in this thing, but the base model, turbo 4, you don't expect a whole lot at the base level. It's 247 horsepower. That's not bad.
That's okay.
But then if you go to the mid level, and again, these all have the hybrid assist to get them started, that's 295.
Now you're talking quicker.
I think for most of us that would be...
That's our Durango,
yeah,
our V6.
Yeah, that would be fine. But now this one, of course, being the top of the line and so forth, has 455 horsepower.
That's pretty quick.
That's crazy quick. And Car and Driver says this will do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds.
All right, well, let's go close off a street and do that.
And this is a 5,100-pound vehicle.
Wow.
So
that's a lot of beast to move.
That's a lot of beast to move. And it's pretty quiet in here, pretty smooth, all that. So it's not
solid.
It's not like it's a hot rod.
No.
But
it'll move. It gets you there.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah.
And you like hot rods. And what else do you like?
I like the grips on the side there.
Yeah.
Because it's tough getting in and out once you get older.
That's right. You need that little extra
But
assist.
I can't figure out what this middle seat here is.
Well, again, it didn't seem to stick out like that initially, but I haven't been able to figure out how to get the slide backwards. But
that's for a really small person.
Yeah, otherwise you fold that down and use it as a big armrest there, back there. This comes in a lot of different trims and so forth, and the low line of this is $57,000. And then you can move up all the way up to this one, which starts about 80, but this one's 85 with the fancy stereo system and a suspension, air suspension system on it. So huge range there. When you get in that 80,000 range, though, I mean, we're talking super luxury, where you could actually get even fancier stuff, and you could probably get an all-electric with a lot of this stuff. I mean, Paul, that Genesis GV60 we had, that was really nice.
With the crystal ball.
With the crystal ball that turns in the center. Anyway, high-end luxury is what Volvo's going for. This is only a partial hybrid, plug-in hybrid SUV.